defeated! I can't be wrong. It was you! My sweetheart! I will avenge you!
regret this. All in. Oh no.
I can't be wrong. It was you. Ah, my sweetheart! I will avenge you! Yeah! Take this!
Doing my best. Watch this. It hurts.
The power of love! Take this!
Oh no.
Power of love! Take this!
It hurts.
Catch this! Catch this! This can't be.
Ok, maintenant... Attends, c'est quoi ça déjà? Ok, parfait. Maintenant, elle est niveau K, elle est niveau 50, je crois. Du coup... Faut qu'on aille à la quête principale. Qui est... Où? Elle est où? Tour fantastique de Vera. Ok, on y va. Tour fantastique de Vera, hop. Ah, il y a trop d'endroits où tu peux récupérer des récompenses dans le jeu, frérot. C'est une dinguerie, je comprends plus rien, moi. Ah, purée. Mais je pense qu'avec le temps, je vais capter, hein. Hop là. On est arrivé, c'est bon. Hop, hop. Là, j'ai une arme de combat dans mon dos, là. Ma faux, là, elle va faire bien mal, je pense. Attends, mais... Ah non, ici, c'est vrai, tu vois.
Thanks for all your hard work, Lynn. Dr. Clive...
I'm happy to see such progress.
Tomorrow, Dr. Clive will hold a small briefing at the Press Conference Center with the aim of presenting our current research. This is a very rare and potentially valuable
Oh? Well, hopefully...
Je suis venu pour lui parler de travaux. Ok. Top. Bon, on va continuer. Alors, maintenant qu'on a fait tout ça... Je crois lui, il avait le pinceau. Mais genre, le pinceau, wesh. Avec le pinceau, il dépopait tout le monde, hein. Genre... Le mec, il tenait pas 2 minutes avant d'être mort. C'est où ça? Mirafleur Hall. Ok. Hop. Mirafleur Hall, c'est là du coup. Et boum. commence à m'habituer. Ah bah oui, c'était le temple japonais. Temple japonais dont on parlait avant. Ah bah oui, je me disais bien qu'on était déjà venu ici. Mais man, comment t'as... Boum. Ça c'est fait. Le DR Live nous a invités à assister à la conférence de presse de demain sur les résultats du projet. Commençons par bien nous reposer. Ok mon gars. Même en bouffe on est pas mal. Maintenant hop on descend.
You guys seem in a good mood. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Hearing the Archon talk.
Correct. This is the most important discovery to date of the whole Listener project. Dr. Clive sent me a
Such an esteemed doctor.
In the 2 years since Dr. Clive took over the Listener project, he hasn't been able to... I can certainly sympathize. The doctor...
Lynn, I've just received word that the conference venue...
What? The venue for the press conference?
Yes. Details are still hazy at present, so I cannot definitively say what happened. According to security logs, the Christamax samples for the press conference...
Cordon off the whole area. Where...
J'ai un rap D. Bon, on y va. Je crois qu'il y a du fight. S'il y a du fight, je suis dedans. Je vais les défoncer, mon gars. Allez, 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 allez. Ouais, c'est là-bas le fight. C'est donc lui le skin. Ah, il y a du flow. Hein. Je vais mettre ici. Je vais mettre un truc ici. Je vais tenter le raccourci. Hop là. J'ai raccourci. C'est vrai que j'aurais dû... Hop là. Ce raccourci nous aura gagné un peu de temps. Maintenant on peut monter les escaliers. Et aller. Comme d'hab, sauver le monde.
So what's going on in there?
I only just got here myself. We still don't know what exactly is happening inside, but according to those who have escaped, there were gray space entities in there.
Gray space entities? How did those things get into Mororia?
I sent someone to check Miroria's external defenses, and there's no sign of a breach. Nor is there any sign of a Gray-Space Entities invasion. It's like they just materialized out of thin air. There are currently some issues with the building's internal power supply. Some floors have lost all their powers.
There's no time for that. Our priority...
You know I have limited manpower. I need to maintain order.
I'll think of something. Has Dr. Club...
He's on his way. He'd been resting at the research center.
Okay, good. Saki, you take your team and...
Understood. However, you should note that the lift to the conference venue is also currently malfunctioning.
Ouais, je vais leur gommer un ou deux là-dedans, là. Je vais leur apprendre la politesse, frère. Venez, venez. Oh, j'ai des one shot. Ça, c'est du talent, wesh. Ah ouais, c'est des murs. C'est comme ça, moi. Hop là, triple. Il n'y a pas des escaliers. Comment on monte? Comment on monte, wesh? Comment on monte? S'il y a rien pour monter. Ah, ils sont là.
It hurts!
Ouais, jolie porte en vrai. Hein. Sortez les morts que vous dites. Oh non, on dirait genre ça fait paniquer parce que je pense que je prends genre la masse damage, mais en fait je prends genre zéro damage genre.
Be careful!
What? What do you want?
Careful, it's too dangerous.
Mais il est con lui. Quel imbécile. Faut laisser faire le travail au maître. Prends-toi ça dans la tête. Machine de guerre, mini-gueule. Ça c'est un travail de maître. Tu m'auras pas comme ça toi. Mon beau frère, vas-y, tire. Et ouais mon gars. Vas-y, mets leur smack. Il m'a arrêté plus quand j'allais mettre la masse de damage hein. Il est pas con. Nickel. Vas-y viens, rapproche-toi, rapproche-toi. Rapproche-toi de moi. Oh, bon, je te goume là. Oh, je la goume. Je restaure un peu mon... Raté. Je te goume. C'est nul. Ça la gueule. C'est nul là. Encore 2 minutes. Hop. Hop. C'est de peureux. Chat. Boum. Comment ça sort du terrain, wesh? Tu fais quoi cette volteuse? Je te baisse toujours, hein. Genre tu me faisais peur là. Le but c'est me faire peur. Tu me fais pas peur. Ah, me laisse me faire battre. Wesh. Je suis parti dans la galaxie, wesh. On dirait Naruto là, avec la meuf qui peut invoquer des vers là. Elle va genre tâche travers les vers. Oh, je le savais. Oh là là. Attends, mais si je reste ici, genre je suis invulnérable. Wesh. Ah, elle a fini son truc là. Minigun, mon gars. Je vais lui montrer ce que je fais d'un kikineur, moi. Un kikineuse. Maintenant, je vais te montrer ce que je fais. La grosse tête. Hop. On sait jamais, je mange une petite... je sais pas ce que c'était en fait. C'est de nul. Le patch me met du damage en fait. Je vais t'achever, connasse. Oh, comment je vais te tuer, toi? Oh, t'es pas fort. Oh, le mec a dit, restez pas là, c'est trop dangereux. Le mec il se fait bolos, frère. Ça fait plaisir.
The scene is secure and most of the injured are receiving treatment. Unfortunately, the cause of the
How's Dr. Clive? I reckon that this could be
He's got a few scratches, nothing serious. He's been taken to head-
Let's go then.
Truc de taxi, c'est où? Go à la tour fantastique de Véran. Attends. Je vais pas lui parler de base. Au revoir. Wesh, c'est quoi ça là que j'ai en main, wesh? Ah, c'était ça. C'est bien ce que je me disais.
Dr. Clive, I need a straight answer. Can you guarantee that the artificial Christomax is safe now?
Archon, during the incident, the Christomax displayed a field ability hitherto unseen in all of our experiments. We need to conduct more comprehensive tests on the sample, and until we do, I am unable to guarantee that it's safe.
Dr. Clive, do you have any idea about what could have caused this?
That creature in the hall was actually an artificial Christomax parasite and a Singer-type droid. What's more, after successfully taking control of its host, that Christomax displayed a field ability. We incorporated tissue samples from 3 known abyssins in cultivating this Christomax, but none of them had this ability. This trait is something we've never seen or even considered before, I admit. Perhaps.
Moreover, reports from the scene indicate that the out-of-control abyssin displayed some abnormal behavior before. Lynn, you were the closest to that thing.
I'm sorry, Archon. Nothing really jumped out at me. While its behavior was certainly out of the order. After all, it's not a real gray space entity, just an artificial Christomax.
Gray space entities are communicating with humans. In all of my research, I've never.
I think I have a good grasp of what transpired now. Our forensics team... Dr. Clive, I've ordered the artificial Christomax to be transferred to the secure lab at headquarters. I believe that covers everything for today.
Ok, mon gars.
Was there anything else?
Actually, Lynn, that abyssint. At the time, I felt like it was trying to communicate with us too. It also wasn't displaying a clear intention to attack.
Huh. So you also think it was trying to talk to us?
Miss Lynn, it might be a good idea to suggest Archon Larson and Dr. Clive pay more attention to this idea.
I'll certainly bear your suggestions in mind.
Ouais, elle vient juste de nous dire cool, mais je verrai si je le dis ou pas. Alors. Voyageur de Vera, trophée obtenu. Cool.
Captain Saki Fua? Executor? Shirley? I have something important to discuss with you. Do you have time? We're on standby. I'm sorry to call you all here on such short notice. Miss Lin, do you remember the sound that the Christamax parasitized puppet singer made when it attacked? Our tech... She's calling for... Ruby? If it really came for Ruby, then Lin must have hidden something from us. Both about the monster and Ruby. But why would Ruby have anything to do with it? Ruby's identity has always been mysterious. She suddenly appeared beside Lin about 2 years ago. Lin only said Ruby was entrusted to her by a friend, but she has never said anything about who that friend was. It seems like Lin is intentionally trying to keep Ruby's identity a secret. After the attack, the reason that she denies that she conversed with the monster is she doesn't want us to know about Ruby's involvement in all this. Why did Miss Lin... As per regulation, I've submitted everything I've found to Larson. He will soon be holding an inquisition at Cloud Top regarding Lin. You were there. Did I miss it? Before Dr. Clive suddenly came in and opened fire. But if Miss Lin wanted to hide this from us... I believe in Miss Lin. She has always acted in the best... I also trust that Lin would never betray Meroria. But her actions are... Archon Larson wants both of you to be there at Lin's inquisition. We can only hope... Then... I'll be waiting for you at the Security Special Forces rooftop. Please come see me as soon as you can.
Frère, je fais des allers-retours littéralement. Je viens d'aller quelque part, ils me disent de partir, j'y reviens. Cool. Genre j'ai pas compris, je crois que c'était un monstre artificiel donc pourquoi je me suis battu. Un monstre artificiel qui a été genre perdu de contrôle.
Miss Lin, let's go in.
Don't forget what I told you before you slept.
I remember.
Then wait here for me. I'll be right out.
Uh-huh.
Let's go then.
Let's go.
Je vais l'appeler.
Ruby?
Wesh, c'est des talons genre ultra talons là parce que le bruit qu'ils font, wesh, à chaque pas c'est un tremblement de terre. Vas-y. Ah ouais, genre ça va vraiment se passer dans les nuages là? Ah non, pas du tout. Attends. Ah si, c'est dans les nuages. Ah, j'ai une autre planète, mon gars. Et là, Ruby, c'est un monstre en fait. Oh la dinguerie.
Looks like we have two new faces in our midst.
Oh, let me introduce you.
Hello, I'm Tianlong. Hey, Lyra, why don't you come and say hi?
Greetings, I'm Lyra.
Tianlong is District 7's High Executor and is dispatched on a mission.
I'm sorry that my work required me elsewhere.
No. Everything happened because of me.
Now that we're all here, let's get started.
Archon Larson.
I believe everyone here already knows about what happened a few days ago at the Listener Conference. These concerns are understandable since gray space entity attacks have never happened inside Miroria. If we cannot guarantee our denizens' safety, it stands to reason that we will lose their trust. Captain Saki Fuwa has doubled the patrols in Miroria, and Lyra will be assisting in upgrading the city's current surveillance systems. However, these are but contingencies and responses to an emergency incident. We need to prevent similar situations from taking place in the future. Lin, Captain Saki Fuwa should have already relayed the results of the investigation to you.
Now that the Security Special Forces reports are out, there's nothing more I could say other than... I'm sorry, Archon Larson. I concealed it not because I have an agenda or harbor ill will. There are just some things that I feel are not ready for the public eye.
Forgive me for being frank, Miss Lin. This thing has profound influences. If we can't work together and solve this crisis together, I'm afraid...
Archon Larson, please let me handle the follow-up to this incident. I promise I'll present a satisfactory answer to everyone. I'll just need some extra time.
Lin, I've trusted you, and I'm willing to believe that there is a reason for your actions. However, I cannot allow you to put the whole city in danger.
Archon Larson is responsible for the safety of the entire city. Please understand that, Lin.
It spoke Ruby's name. That's the kid who hangs around you. The Security Special Forces have completed their investigation into Ruby's identity and past, and found no activities beyond the last 2 years. Lin, who is this kid?
Archon Larson, I vouch for Ruby that she's always been a good kid. I'll educate her well and be held responsible for all her actions.
I don't need you to take responsibility. I only want to know what the relationship between that kid and the artificial Christomax parasitized monster is.
Security alert. All non-combatants, please proceed to the nearest safe zone.
Ruby. Archon Larson, please give the order to lock down all exits immediately.
You have your orders, Captain Saki Fuwa. Don't worry about
Okay.
me.
Faut que j'y aille. Le fight. On va se fighter,
Captain,
on va se fighter,
the
on va se
artificial
fighter.
Christomax suddenly went out of control. We're sending machine guards to suppress it.
That artificial Christomax again. What's going on with it?
C'est vrai en plus. Genre c'est tout le temps le même qui sort, genre. Regarde, on a capté t'es aigri, hein, mais... T'es vraiment aigri, là. Et je... Préviens avant de sortir, Coco.
Look, the storage vessel for the artificial Christomax is completely shattered.
T'as ferme ta bouche, tout est ta faute. Tout est ta faute, donc
The
ferme ta
machine
grande
guards
bouche, toi.
couldn't stop it. We have to find Ruby.
Mais ouais, elle veut pas Pouka, franc, genre, il tue tout le monde son truc, là. Vraiment une folle, là. Moi, j'ai on la laisse tuer, Ruby. Hop.
Don't come any closer! Lin!
Captain Saki Fuwa,
Archon Larson.
take Ruby to the infirmary and keep her safe.
Yes, sir!
Lin, I need an explanation from you. The The artificial Christomax has caused many security incidents. I hope now you can see how this thing doesn't just affect you and Ruby, but all of us.
Archon Larson, I will give you all the information I have, but I have a request.
You can give me your demands, but I can't promise anything.
I need you to give me your word that you'll assure Ruby's safety after hearing what I have to say. Ruby is not really a human. She's the result of an experiment trying to fuse humans and gray space entities.
What? Ruby... she's...
An artificial gray space entity. Just like what Dr. Clive did.
To a certain extent, yes. Ruby and the artificial gray space entity in the listener testing ground are the same. That artificial Christomax may be attracted to Ruby. Do you remember who Rubilia is, Archon Larson?
Dr. Rubilia, the first supervisor of Project Listener. That kid is a true genius. If it weren't for the accident, she could have achieved much and given much to Meroria.
An accident?
2 years ago, in a routine collection mission on the surface, Rubilia went missing in a gray space entity attack. Her project was then handed off to Dr. Clive, who used to be her assistant.
Wait, what happened to Dr. Rubilia took place 2 years ago. And that's also when Ruby appeared in Meroria. Ruby? Rubilia?
Rubilia used her own genetic code to fuse with the gray space entity in the experiment. That's how Ruby was born.
Using human DNA with that of the gray space entity is directly forbidden by Archon Harunobu. What Dr. Rubilia did was... madness!
Since her father died, Rubilia's been running those forbidden experiments in her secret lab. I only learned of it when I found her journal by accident. I put a stop to her experiments and sealed off the lab. Out of many concerns, I didn't make it public. Instead, I exiled Rubilia out of Meroria.
You mean she didn't go missing because of the gray space entity attack, but it was by your orders?
Yes. I only wanted this thing to go away at the time. Rubilia's experiments were too extreme. I didn't know what would happen if they went public, so I leveraged my position to conceal it all.
If Rubilia really did create a superior abyssint with human intelligence and in human form, but outside of human control, it would be a great disaster for all mankind. Lynn, how many like Ruby are out there? Are there any in this city that remain undiscovered?
Archon Larson, Ruby is the only test subject left alive. She possesses a human mind. I can assure you that she'll not lose control and become a monster and threaten the safety of everyone.
Even if you can prove that Ruby doesn't pose a threat, there's been no change in her situation after she absorbed that artificial Christomax. We cannot be certain if she'll be affected or controlled by the Christomax. Lynn, Executor, and Shirley, please stay here. I'll decide the next course of action after they run a full checkup on Ruby.
Larson, I only wish for Ruby to be treated as a human, not a monster locked up in a cage and studied in a lab.
I have my own thoughts on this, but I can assure you that Ruby will be safe. Captain Saki Fuwa, with me.
Yes.
Ruby is still in a coma. We did a full examination on her, but due to her unique physical conditions, we cannot assess her status using normal human standards. Dr. Clive is assessing Ruby's situation, but he informed us that it might be difficult to do so with our current technology, since she's the first human hybrid. Lynn, there must be some research data left behind in Rubilia's lab, right?
Yes. Even though I sealed off the lab, I did not destroy the research data. I planned on revealing the whole thing once Project Listener made some progress.
We're facing a problem, and the redacted data may hold the key to solving it. We cannot wait any longer. Only you know the location of the lab, Lynn. I will need you to take a team and retrieve the
Yes, sir.
I'll send someone to go with you. The safety of Meroria hangs in the balance.
Et j'espère que c'est pas le lab de l'autre, la Zik là, qui nous a envoyé faire voir.
Archon Larson has told me all about it. Miss Lin, it seems like you've kept quite a number of things from us.
Tianlong, Miss Lyra.
Lin, long time no see.
Miss Lyra will remain in Meroria to assist us with this investigation. Tianlong will go with you to the restricted experiment zone.
Wesh.
Lin, do not disappoint us again.
Wesh. Pourquoi ils ont tout nous rematriculé?
So mad?
If you have time to chit-chat, why don't you contribute to planning our next move?
Pourquoi tout le monde va se transformer en poudre? Dinguerie ça.
Huh. Looks like we're the ones tasked with this special op.
Why so serious? We're just
Huh? Archon Larson recalled me.
Your mission is not just to assist with the investigation.
Miss Lin, that's not a nice thing to say.
Miss Lin, what do we...
There are no security systems installed in the lab, but it holds a great number of gray space entity samples. I have relayed the lab coordinates to you. Make sure you've
Eh, si c'est le même lab que le Zik là, il m'a envoyé voir là. Dinguerie. Dinguerie mon gars. Le vrai dinguerie. Le vrai singerie. Bah attends mais du coup, moi je sais toujours pas d'où je viens en fait. Je suis toujours un inconnu au bataillon. Et où? Réception, ok. Hop. Et on va direct à réception, voilà. Perfecto.